Well, good Tuesday evening to you. Meteorologist Brian McClure. One of the main headlines that we're going to be talking about, besides the fact that we're talking about the tropics, that's obvious, is that we will have some passing showers and storms for tomorrow late afternoon and evening. So unlike tonight where it's been totally clear out there, tomorrow evening there actually will be some thunderstorms passing by, but that will be followed by a less humid forecast for Thursday and Friday. So it actually does come with a nice little treat at the end of the week. No, we're not talking cool air, but slightly cooler, slightly less humid. Hey, on the backside of Umberto, we are going to get that dry air that's going to slingshot down towards us. That's why it's going to come in on Thursday and Friday. By the way, Umberto has strengthened a bit. It's up to a Category 3 storm now. Now, of course, if this was near land, everybody would be carrying and worrying about it, but because it's not, everybody's kind of like, man, who cares? It doesn't matter whether it's a 5, a 4, a 3, a 2, a 1. Now, I will say this, though, obviously with Bermuda located right there, they care about it. The good news is it's going to go just north of Bermuda, so not a huge deal for them, but they will get some tropical storm force winds when it passes tomorrow. There is Imelda as it made landfall, so it's already weakened down into a tropical depression again. Remember, all along, though, I said last night even, it was just semantics. It didn't matter whether you called it a storm, a depression, or just a regular low. This was the main feature. Rainfall. Easily 4 to 7 inches of rain in a lot of spots, some spots getting over 10 inches of rain there in southeastern Texas. Of more importance down the road is going to be this tropical depression right out in here. Now, as of right now, it's not that big a deal. It's nowhere near land. It won't be for a long time. But down the road, we're going to have to watch it because as you can see that westerly path. Now, sure enough, you see those early indications of, hey, maybe a northerly turn. Yes, that's possible, but I'll be honest with you, it's way too early in the early stages of development for us to know for sure whether or not it's going to move north. It could even fall apart as it approaches the U.S. I mean, there's a lot of scenarios that could play out here. So for now, I wouldn't stress that it is pointed in a westerly direction. It could ultimately be like that. It could ultimately be like this to the south, and it could even be where it just weakens altogether. There's a lot of scenarios that we're going to be watching with that. No matter what, though, we're going to get a strong northeasterly wind coming in Thursday and Friday on the backside of Umberto as it moves away. That's going to be a primary forecasting factor for us during that time frame. Watch the batch of moisture come through tomorrow. That's where we get our showers and storms from. And then look at that drier air roaring in on the backside. And that's when we dry out and are less humid Thursday into Friday. So here are your showers and storms coming through tomorrow evening. The coverage will actually be decent. So even though our rainy season is kind of winding down and coming to an end, and you can tell, there still will be some days where we obviously get showers and storms, and tomorrow is going to be one of them. Now, boating forecast, though, it looks fine most of the day. Northerly breeze about 10 knots. Keep in mind that any storms that do form over land will move towards the Gulf, though. So when you're coming back towards shore, just know that you might run into them, especially later in the day and in the evening. So 40% coverage of storms tomorrow. Then after that, believe it or not, a few degrees cooler. I know it's not a lot, but hey, by Florida standards, it's decent. Upper 80s Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Less humid and breezy during that time. So the mornings and evenings will actually feel pretty doggone good during that time.